It go live on both ends, and yet... Okay. There isn't a preview. Is it going to the link that it should... That does look like the link that it should be going to. Give me a sec. It's still a little loud in my ear. Alright. I think we're good to go. Letting my game feels a little awkward, but I guess the TV's just at a different angle than usual. So hey, I know I kind of missed streaming last week. All I can say is my bad, like... I don't know if I ever actually said it, but I'm just going into October with the mindset of... only worry about streaming if I feel up to it. And I really felt up to streaming today. Only reason I don't do something a bit more formal or something I can edit later, like... A big reason I'm not streaming Lost Age Randomizer today, for example, is I already spent like 3 hours editing one of the previous streams into episode 3. And I kind of went from like editing an hour of it down into one video to editing 2 hours into one video, and I'm just like, I don't really think I feel up to. It's a weird situation where I'm pretty high energy right now, and I'd be willing to do some recording, either live in a live stream or like more Pokemon XG. But I don't know if I should, because I've already spent so much time editing videos today, and I'm trying to keep a balance this weekend between working on projects and working on videos, and just chilling in the weekend to enjoy the weekend. So I'm kind of just a bit wishy-washy of what I should be spending my time with at this particular second, just overall. And the more I think about it, the more I kind of think that I should have set up for Lost Age Randomizer rather than this. But I'm already set up for this, and it would take more work to set up for that than it would be to have the console stream that's already set up. So we're sticking to this. I forgot that we had massive outbreaks already lined up. So typically I don't do this, but over the past month or so I've started to. And that's like the whole shiny hunting thing. Okay, it's already disabled. How it typically goes is, like, if I find a mass outbreak that I like, and I'll usually turn autosave off and check it out a couple times to see if I can get a shiny out of it. Hasn't really worked yet, but I did get... Let me just show y'all. I did get a second shiny Yama. Not from the massive outbreak that I was resetting for, of course. But I just so happened to fly into it on my way to the mass outbreak that I was shiny hunting. So of course I had to cancel that just to get the Yama, because sure, I already have a shiny Yama, but how can one say no to this beautiful blue dragonfly? How can you say no? And considering that I thought I moved on, but I must be getting it mixed up with a different mass outbreak. So we're gonna make up for that exchange by resetting in this one a couple times. My sanity will probably not be able to take it for the entire stream, because I hate losing progress. It's the main reason why I don't do the shiny hunt, despite being the most effective thing to do. But I feel like I should do a little bit of it. Especially with trying to get the last of the Hisuian shinies. I should take advantage of these shiny outbreaks when they're around. Oh yeah, I think that I remembered another reason why I kept resetting this one was all these bomb slides. And Cyndaquil. There's just a lot of stuff with the setup to hunt for, so the resets don't hurt as much because I'm getting multiple things out of it. Sorry to anyone who just has their satchels waiting to be collected. I kind of been prioritizing this first. So, what order do I want to take it this time? Do I want to go for all the bonsais? Actually, yeah. I don't remember if I did everything to max out the research for Pelittle, but go that. Then I could take that to the Cyndaquil and loop around for more Bonsai if I have time. Okay, that seems like a good setup. I just remembered that I was talking so much of how I'm actually in the mood to talk, and I'm gonna kill it by being in the Zen mode of trying to do these mass outbreaks. Come on, I only have all day. Screw it. I'll just rush for the last few. And that's why I hate resetting. Just the fact that, like, I could have the Pelittle research maxed out, like, ages ago. Only to keep losing it each time. Those are the heartbreaks of trying to do the quote-unquote efficient shiny hunt. Gyro controls, why you betrayed me? I just have this weird position in my seat, I just can't seem to get comfortable today. Because usually the gyro controls are one of my biggest assets with doing this sort of thing. Hasn't exactly been in my favor as much as per usual. Oh, come on, it was sleeping. And watch it be one of the ones I have to actually catch while it's asleep to complete the research. That would just be a disappointment and a half. Hold on, I'm gonna get a little more comfortable. Alright. No, it's just more suited wheels. Oh well. I bought so many Ultra Balls and yet... Is that really all? Alright. Not wasting my time with that anymore. It's time to check the Cynic Quill. Yeah, as nice as a setup as this all is, I think I'm only gonna do one more reset and just like whatever happens, happens. Because the more I think about it, the more I remember how I was already resetting, how many times I've already resetted on this layout, and I just wanna master the Pell a little research. Okay, I'm getting delusional. I thought I saw something. I thought I saw something special in the distance. You... Oh, where did you come from, friend? Well, it's kind of especially unfortunate that I don't even have anything. Don't even have much research-wise that I can do to max these out, because I'm pretty sure I've had the starters all said and done for a while now. It's just a matter of waiting for them to change colors. Is that all of them? I mean, probably. No, there's not any new ones popping up. It's a matter of if I want to take the time to seek out the last one, even though I probably would have already known if it was shiny or not. Eh. Kinda was waiting for that notification though. Alright. Wow, F-099... Oh, I was gonna say, if it was still updating, it had a lot more to update than I gave it credit for, but... Basically, I was gonna pull up F-099 real quick. Just because it's been a few days, I was gonna just get tickets while I was setting up the stream. And right when I was about to start it up... Update required. It didn't even ask me before going into the game like it usually does. Right on the title screen it said it needed... Nope. You need to update. And I'm like, okay, I guess I didn't want that ticket that badly. Eh. Well, I'm rambling fast. I'm kind of wondering if I should even have a streaming schedule. Not that popular a streamer. Hold on, yeah. I gotta see what's in this I don't think I've ever checked out what was in this mass outbreak. I gotta make sure I'm not missing out on anything, on a cool layout before moving on. So we're gonna check this path at least once. But yeah, kind of wonder if it's even worth streaming or if I should just focus that time into making more highly edited videos. And I guess I'll check out the Rufflet I guess I'll check out a few while I'm here, but yeah, the Crimsland was definitely the better of the layouts for mass outbreaks. Which is good, because I can have my... I can end my last attempt in that area, and if I don't find anything special in the outbreaks, at least I can save my game on the notion of finally completing the Pello research, which that alone should make future attempts to hunt for it significantly easier. But yeah, like, I don't live stream. It's too hard for me to live stream consistently. I'm not a big streamer, and it's too hard for me to live stream consistently to be a big streamer. So kind of part of the reason why I'm just debating on if it's worth trying to keep up with the streaming. Like, I'm still kind of conflicted if it would be better for me to stream on Twitch and YouTube. And it feels like the debate back and forth about which is better. Like, Twitch is popular, but like, I have a bigger following on YouTube rather than Twitch, and there's a few things I find more convenient about YouTube, like the fact that it's automatically archived after I do the live stream, so I don't have to worry about making sure I save the file as a highlight if I want to keep it later, and stuff like that. But that's fine. This is not trying to work on getting them involved in the Pikachu, but it's fine. This is not going to be a canon timeline. I'm going to reset anyways. Yeah, a lot of back and forth, mostly to say that I'm not gonna have a streaming schedule this month, and see how I feel next month. Like, the whole thing with, like, this is supposed to be a big celebration, like the whole Overseer October to upload little shorts on YouTube videos, explaining my dream game / OC thing. But honestly, it hasn't been going as well as I like. I mean, I've been enjoying the videos, but it's a little discouraging to see how they perform. I thought making those shorts would help with all that, but not exactly panning out that way. Like, they're doing just as I had a lot of hope with the first one because that did a lot better than I was expecting. But it seems like everyone after that, the shorts were doing just as well as the video, and the video wasn't doing that great. Yeah. I think I'm gonna just reset this now. There's not much I really want to get out of the set of outbreaks anyways. Oh, pardon. So I might as well get back to the one that I wanted to do. Yeah, I guess I was just riding a really high caffeine high, because I already feel the energy draining out of me as is, and part of the reason why I'm surprised I ever got into YouTube in the first place. When I'm tired, one of the first things to go is my social ability. Talking, pretty much the whole shebang. But I think I've had a pretty well-balanced weekend. October's been treating me pretty good for what I can remember. Let me get set up first, and I'll see if I can continue my frame of thought afterwards. Alright, it worked well enough the last time, so we'll start with the same song and dance. Maybe instead of bothering with bomb slides, cynical or something afterwards. Yeah, like my only regret with this more chill month so far is the fact that for some reason I'm spending my development time with Paper Mario instead of Golden Sun. Well, that was probably the fastest I've cleared out that area, and that's not... But even then, I don't mind for now, because I'm enjoying myself with the work I'm doing to try to finish up Sweet Expedition. My main goal is to try to get, even if I don't have every bonus feature that I wanted to have for Sweet Expedition done, I want to at least get to a point where I'm comfortable with releasing it before I inevitably burn out on Paper Mario all over again. I'm not sure how much of it is was just having enough time away, and how much of it was the Thousand Year Door remake sparking interest in me and doing that stuff again. But whatever the case may be, I've had some interest working on finishing up Sweet Expedition again, and I want to take advantage of that moment for as long as it lasts. Because I kind of feel kind of bad about like how it ended up. Like when I had that video for Work IT in progress, I was pretty confident that it wouldn't take that much longer before it was finished. Maybe it would have been finished if I was completely working on just that one thing and didn't get sidetracked along. I wasn't trying to juggle dungeon and video projects on top of that. But whatever the reason may be, I did get burnt out, and whatever the reason may be, I got back. Oh, that was a big burn me. For a second there, I honestly thought it was an alpha at the very least. Yeah, I keep wanting to say this will be the final playtest before release, but knowing my luck, I'll find a couple more bugs before I do. And I got a couple more... I think a big thing was earlier today, I actually took the time to get back on the modding Discord and ask a few questions that were on my mind. So... at least out of the things that I wanted to that I really cared about fixing before releasing it. There's a few more minor stuff that I'm sure is still an issue with it, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I'm debating if they're big enough things to really worry about. Where's that? The bonfire. There you go. Get you. Yeah. I'll probably regret saying this, but I do at least feel far enough along with development that I can talk about release. No exact release time yet, but I do at least feel safe bringing up that I had a goal of getting it released by the end of the year, and to the point where I just wanted to be done. This is back when I just wanted to be done with it, or let me start that sentence again. Like, it's... For... I think ever since the TTYD64 mod was released, I had a goal of... I had a personal goal of just getting Sweet Expedition done by the end of the year, to the point of, even if it was incomplete, that I would just upload whatever I had on January. Even if it wasn't done. Part of that is because, like, I lost a lot of interest in... I just wanted to focus on Golden Sun, to the point of I kept feeling like I was putting off Sweet Expedition right before it was done. Obviously, though, when I actually work on it, there's a lot more work than I gave credit for. But at this point, I think it's far enough done that I can safely say I'll have something to release by the end of the year. I just don't want... As much as I've been enjoying working on it lately, I don't want to spend the entire month working on it, because it's... trying to relax and do the stuff that I'm most interested in doing, specifically this month, because it's a birthday month. Like, I even had ideas to try to do something Thousand Year Door related to celebrate the announcement of Thousand Year Door, but I think I'm gonna put that off until just buy a little more time before I reset, just so I can finish my thought. I keep going back and forth on if I actually want to do something Thousand Year Door related, or I feel obligated to do something Thousand Year Door related to celebrate it. And I think that's enough of a reason for me to put off the idea of streaming something to celebrate that until November. Remake's not coming out until next year anyway, so there's no rush for me to do something like that and have it still be quote-unquote relevant. But yeah, like, if I spend the entire month just working on Sweet Expedition and don't give myself any time to work on Dawn of Jin or something Golden Sun related, I might have some regrets. That was the whole point of that weird Pock Lodge of a tangent. That being said, I did want to do some work on it this month because it feels so close to being done. That if I could have everything ready so I could release something in November, that would be fantastic. Again, no promises. But even if I could even if I could share, even if I could have enough done with it that I can make an update on the Discord by the end of the year saying, hey, project is still alive, here's something to enjoy as you look forward to me releasing something, just anything like that. Okay, you know what? Rain's about to clear up. I feel like I'm rambling. Wow. Stream's going by real slow. And honestly, it feels a bit of an awkward mess because I'm trying to casually talk about stuff that I haven't really officially announced or put a date. Like, I guess it all boils down to I'm trying to keep things chill and relax. Focus on what I'm most passionate about, but I'm so caught up in all the different things I want to do, whether it be like getting things I want to do this month, or things I want to get done by the end of the year. Right now, I don't think you should take anything I said this stream too seriously, minus the fact that, yes, minus the fact that Sweet Expedition is not dead. Anything else I've said so far this stream, you should be taken with a grain of salt. I think that's like part of... Feels like I haven't worked on Dungeon in way too long. And I think part of that's just because there's a few other things I gotta do first. Like, it'd be nice to get Sweet Expedition into a releasable state before getting back into Dungeon. And with how close it is, I might be able to get away with that. But there's also like so much. There's actually so many other Golden Sun mods that I've released in the past couple of months, and I'm pretty sure very few, if no one actually knows that they're mods that exist, because I haven't had an opportunity to make videos or anything to promote the fact that those mods exist. So one of the big things I wanted to do before getting back to working on Dungeon was to make some videos showing off that those projects have been released and exist, if only a trailer, but trailers kind of take work. Even if, that reminds me, I'm still kind of amazed. I mentioned it in the community post, but I'm still kind of amazed of how well the last Game & Chill did compared to how Game & Chill normally does. Like, it's normally, like, something I just do for myself, and it's be lucky to get more than, like, 10 views at a time or whatever. Yet this one was, like, over in, like, a couple hundreds, which is real good for a video on this channel in general. I have a gut feeling that it's just because I talked about the new Golden Sun projects in there, so like, I guess that's the only way people found out lately that projects like the POL Golden Sun and the Golden Sun Challenge Pack. If that game's just the only way people found out about that stuff, then like, well, at least it did its job, even if it had nothing to do with Golden Sun gameplay-wise. The next one should be, oh, it's up the cliff in that. I think at this point, I'm gonna just reset until I get enough small Lilligans to complete that research, because I'm pretty sure it's the last one for Lilligan. And the moment I actually complete that task, then I'm gonna save. Because my reset luck isn't really doing me any favors, so I'd rather just cash in the research being done. Something weird, like it feels like I had a lot to talk about. But now that I'm on the spot, I just feel like I'm drawing a blank. I guess I can say I did finally get around to trying out the Falcon Your Door 64 mod. I've been putting it off for quite a few reasons. Part of it is just simply because when I wasn't having luck getting... One of the things I wanted to do for celebrating the Falcon Your Door was a Falcon Your Door Paper Mario mod. But I could not get that mod working. I think just the stuff to patch it up, the methods to patch it up were just beyond either me or my computer, possibly even both. So that seems less and less likely to be an option. So the next idea I had was to try Falcon Your Door 64. But I guess the big problem is I like Paper Mario, but I don't think I like it enough to play through the entirety of it from beginning to end. I guess it's not fair for me to say that because it's been so long since I've last played anything Falcon Your Door related, but like even the other idea I had of I was gonna do my first ever pre-Hooktail Pit run. Like that's apparently a common thing people who are Falcon Your Door fans do. But I wasn't really... And the more I think about it, I think that's how I'm gonna just settle low. Yeah, I feel like I'm just being a complete utter fool tonight. I think if I do a stream for celebrating Falcon Your Door, I think that's just what I'm gonna do. It'll be the perfect length. Like, I wouldn't want to spend an... It's another RPG when I already got, like... When I got Lost Age Randomizer already on my streaming palette. So I don't think I can handle dedicating myself to 2 separate stream series of an entire RPG. So doing pre-Hooktail Pit instead might be good because I only have to play up to the end of Chapter 1 and beat the pit. Easier said than done as someone who hasn't played Falcon Your Door in at least 10 years. Probably even longer. 10 years is the number I throw around for when I last played Lost Age, and that's from a series that I actually like. And that's from my favorite series of all time. Like, no shade against Thousand Year Door, but there's a reason why I've been focusing more on Golden Sun modding than Paper Mario modding. Despite the technology, for lack of a better way to describe it, despite the tools being so much better for the Paper Mario scene. Oh hey Destroyer, sorry, I got so caught off my tangents. And thanks for letting... I know it's not your intention, but thanks for letting me realize of how bad OBS has been with stream layout. Because, like, I see your chat on the stream layout, but it's kind of cut off. It's kind of just... I can only see, hey, the rest of your there is cut off in this. Oh, don't tell... Oh, come on, game. Come on, game. One... Why you want to update Pokemon Legends? And it's probably just an update for Switch itself, because one, you left Pokemon Legends out to... Game Freak, you let Pokemon Legends out to die the moment Scarlet and Violet came out, and I'm still not quite over that, because... And... Can I just not get into Scarlet Violet? But we're not gonna dwell on that. What was I even gonna say? But seriously, like, Thousand Year Door. Yeah, I'm just real I want to do something to celebrate Thousand Year Door, but if you couldn't tell from how all over the place I am, I've just been really conflicted on what I could do to celebrate Thousand Year Door. Preferably as a one-off stream, just so I'm assured I don't get burned out on Paper Mario before the release of the game. Yeah. Almost got lost in my tangents, but one of the things I was throwing around when I realized I couldn't really get the Thousand Year Door mod to work was the idea of doing Thousand Year Door 64 instead. It's not quite Thousand Year Door, but it's close enough. Like, it's Thousand Year Door in the Paper Mario 64 engine, more or less. Come on. I was gonna say, I just need one more tiny little, but not even that. Oh, I have to actually fight some too. Unless something crazy happens though, I think that's still gonna be my save. Let me just skip the filler pool and see what's in the Cyndaquil mass outbreak. You know, maybe it's just me, but with the numbers in hand, you think I would have gotten a shiny by now. Like, the odds are better in massive mass outbreaks. I have the shiny charm. Some of these Pokemon I have mastered on the Pokedex. You think with the number of resets I've done that at least one of them would sparkle. And they're gone. Maybe one more time with the massive mass outbreak. I'm feeling like doing it again, even if I'm skipping all the bond slides in between. It's a system update, that's kind of annoying for a stream where I'm constantly resetting to the menu. Alright. Alright, no more resets. Unless I have real terrible luck and don't get the shiny Logans I need. But I'm feeling pretty confident that this will be the time they just run for the mass outbreak as is. And maybe we could do some other things on the stream. Oh, hi. Hi, I am. How's it going? Don't mind a little delay, like... Even with a little latency, there's going to be a little bit of a delay just because my mic and game capture device aren't synced by default, so I have to intentionally delay the mic a few seconds, because otherwise you'd be hearing me talk about things either well before or well after they actually happen on stream. For anyone just joining in, I've been trying to shiny hunt Pelodos or Cyndaquils, not really picky which. I think I've had enough though, so I'm just going to try to get the Pelodos I need for the research and just work on completing the Pokedex for the rest of the stream. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to find another mass outbreak along the way. I have not gotten any shinies today. If you're curious on the total number of shinies I've gotten in this game, maybe after this massive outbreak we'll pull out the box and take a look. Because I don't know the exact number total off the top of my head. It's probably not that impressive considering how long I've been playing the game. But I'm pretty happy with how many I've gotten in general. Logant. You know, to actually complete the small specimen research, you gotta actually catch the small specimens. I know I said the last one, but I did add this. I did add the asterisk that I didn't want to leave this massive mass outbreak without, at the very least, completing that Petal research. So that's enough of an excuse for me to do one more reset. I'm just gonna double check the Cyndaquil along the way. Cause hey, no point in passing up the opportunity. Either stay still or run away so I can get more of you. I am content either way. Any more? I'll catch a couple of these just to be on the safe side, but I don't think any more are popping up. Yeah. I really want to, again, at the very least, finish that Petal research. So hopefully this will be the last time I reset the console today. Sorry to anyone that got their hopes up that the previous reset was going to be the last reset. Yeah, it'd be kind of embarrassing if these resets don't actually reset anything, but I know that's not true because of the freaking Yama that definitely wasn't shiny during the first reset of Silco raids, but was definitely shiny in the last one I did. You know, I probably don't even need to feed, like, I have these memorized by heart so well, I don't even need to bother wasting my Azbulug berries and feeding them. Feeding much less. Catch the little ones, especially the ones that look smaller compared to the other ones. You know, I think my aggressive approach is biting me in the butt. This time I just gotta be careful. Just go to the Lilligans, hide, catch them all, get the research done, so don't have to worry about the resets anymore. It'll be a lot easier to shiny hunt it when the research is done. But it'll feel like a waste of a mass outbreak if I don't get the research done. So, if anyone's joining in, how have your shiny hunts been going? It's kind of embarrassing because this feels so unnatural to the way I typically play the game. I like to just go with the punches, but I've gotten kind of hooked on the whole concept of getting multiple chances at a shiny just from doing one mass outbreak, or even just a mass outbreak over and over again. That's one of the small ones I need. And I'm just gonna go for the other two. And it's gone. I don't even think I got the research out of it. No. I get... hate this because I know it's annoying, but I've said it before, I'll say it again. If I'm not getting a shiny out of this mass outbreak, I'm getting that research done. Wonder what the heck that Switch update is even about. Oh. Yeah, I don't. This will probably be a bit of a tangent if anyone's coming in just for the Pokemon, but have you seen it? How do you feel about the Thousand Year Door remake for Switch? I'm overall a fan of it. I'll admit, I kind of feel like it got a little overhyped. Like everyone says that it's kind of the new coming in age of Paper Mario, and I've seen the videos, I've seen the theory, I've seen the evidence, and I get why people think that. But I feel like we need to see what they do after the remake before deciding whether or not it's going to dictate the direction of Paper Mario going forward. I might as well talk about this now because I thought about doing a video about it, but I never will because worried it might come out a little too... people might interpret it the wrong way. Can I get you from over here? Oh, what am I doing? I should be using my stealth sprays. Especially for these little fellas. I wish I could remember the exact interview so I could link people my evidence. But I remember way while back, someone somewhere said literally along the lines of, "Hey, you know, I know I'm not ever. We've heard all the complaints about modern Paper Mario. If people really want to see a remake of Thousand Year Door, let us know. Be vocal, and we'll remake Thousand Year Door." And sure enough, people remade Thousand Year Door. Oh, please be the 10th petal I need. It looked small enough. How do I do my AB? Oh, it's not in alphabetical order. I was gonna say, how do I do my ABCs? Only to not really... yeah, I get on my own time. It sucks because I've had some resets where I have done the research. But it certainly wasn't this time. And I might as well grab all the items along the way, because... oh, I didn't realize that Yamas were one, but I already have two. I'm not gonna go Gula Gashula over one more. I mean, that's a lie, I will. But it'd be kind of disappointed getting another shiny Yama trying to get something else, at least a little. Did I manage to finish my thought? Long story short, to that whole tangent I was going to say, I do believe that that they're listening to the fans regarding Thousand Year Door, but I don't think they're changing the whole direction of Paper Mario like some people think. I still am under the impression that they're only making this remake because people asked for it. and maybe if it sells real well and gets critically acclaimed, that'll make them think about the direction to take future Paper Mario games. But I don't think their intent was, oh, people don't like the modern stuff, let's do it this way from now on. I think they're doing this remake for the fans, and we'll have to see where the series goes from there. And as much as I prefer the classic style Paper Mario over the modern one, I could be a little sad if they went back to exclusively the traditional way right before they started to find their footing with the modern style. Look, because like Origami King was so close. I tried Origami King, I didn't really beat it. But from what I played, Origami King was so close to being a game that I like. It's not fair to compare it to classic Paper Mario, but I think even on its own merits, like, it had a unique and interesting concept, but it just needed a little more depth to appeal to me, at least to me personally. And then I know all the other people that actually really enjoyed Origami King. So, there's also part of me that my biggest nightmare with the reveal of Thousand Year Door is that it'll make the divide between classic and modern Paper Mario fans even huger than it already is. Because the Paper Mario community definitely doesn't need any help with that as is. They do a fine enough job defining themselves, by golly. Do I want to give attention to it? Yeah. Just know that, like, I have seen a few comments. I've seen a few videos and comments of people who are actually fans of Modern Paper Mario or should I say, are excited for Thousand Year Door. And those people make me happy. The people that give me hope that, despite how drastically different styles the games are, that the modern community can, or that they can come together for this game, this one game that's often considered the high point of the series. The dream of a remake of that game, of all things, bringing the community together, does make me happy. Cool, dog is going do 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 woof 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 woof. Kind of funny, like. Typically in my recording sessions, let's see what I gotta do with Bronze Sword while I'm just fiddling with with them and all that. Alright. It's mostly just seeing them fight and use a move and them jumping out orbs. Two things that this Massive Mass Outbreak will probably be completely useless for. Yeah, I shouldn't be fighting these things with Pichus, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah. Like, if I have to choose between classic and modern style, I do think the classic style works better for me. It definitely has a lot more depth. And like, I get the hype behind Origami King. It does take a little more effort for me to understand what people like about the two games before it. And it's kind of a shame that, like, honestly, this reminds me of an idea I had for an editorial, but ironically enough, the remake of Thousand Year Door kind of just brushed all possibilities of ever making that editorial reality out the window, because it was going to be a concept first talking about, it's basically going to be a game concept of a Paper Mario game that tries to hybrid the classic and modern style together. Like, take things that made the classic series good, and take the things that people like about the modern Paper Mario, and mesh them into a game that appeals to both. I draft bits and ends of that editorial. Not the game itself, but the whole introduction to it. And the whole reason I'm talking about this now is because this talk about Paper Mario reminded me of the opening of that editorial that I'll probably never make. And the whole concept is, I think it's just a shame that we couldn't take the fact that there's obviously two very different demographics that are both drawn to Paper Mario due to the way that it was made in the past and the way that it's made now, and just divide it up between two different game series. Like, heck, even though I'm the classic fan, I'll even take the brunt of being the spin-off of Paper Mario, even though the classic style came first. Mostly because it already has an alternate name in Japan. Like, it was one point or another, Paper Mario was going to be called Mario Story, either in Japan. I forget if it's the actual name of the series in Japan, or if it was a beta concept that was Japan exclusive. But either way, I think it still works as a perfect name for the classic Paper Mario style. 'Cause Paper Mario from 1 to 3 was more about the story than it was about more about, like, being inside of a story rather than literally being part of a book. Though, even if that sounds like the same exact thing, trust me, it's two different things. Like, I think Mario's story works well. If the only way to have classic Paper Mario was to make it its own series, I think Mario's Story would make a perfect name for that branch. And it wouldn't be the first time ever a video game series has just gotten a completely different name, seemingly out of the blue. Like, it'd be like a Story of Seasons sort of situation. I mean, all this talk kind of makes me want to actually do that editorial now. But I think I'm already taking a break from editorials this month, and if I do any editorial, I'm gonna finish the first editorial I started. Like, the Pikmin 4 review that I did wasn't even the first editorial that I had the script drafted for. There was just a lot. Oh, let me save before I die. Let me save before I die. I am dying hard. I can't save because I'm dying. What's up? Yo, okay. Yeah, no. You're just in time to see me die trying to catch a shiny Rhyhorn. Screw the saves, we're gonna hit the button to get this thing out Pokeball! That is, of course it's a mass outbreak that I did not go after in all the resets that I get the shiny for. But hey, a shiny's a shiny. I don't even think this is a repeat. I did save, right? But yeah, finishing my boss, because I don't know if I'm even going to keep the stream going on after this. Screw it! Leaving while I'm winning. That's not how the saying goes, but whatever. But yeah, I'm just all I'm doing with the stream is I'm hyping myself up to finish that Paper Mario editorial, even though Thousand Year Door remake kind of made it completely irrelevant. But before that, it's only fair to... I don't want to reveal what it is, but it's a... But I think it would be better to finish editing the editorial that I not only have scripted, but have voiceover for. Before starting on a new one. Pikmin 4 was an exception because I was really hyped for Pikmin 4 at the time. So I just kind of pushed on forward to get it out. And it really caught me off guard because of how... Jeez, even for editorial standards, that Pikmin 4 review was a lot bigger and took a lot more editing than I was expecting. While I'm thinking of it, like, only reason that this editorial I keep alluding to hasn't been finished yet is I haven't touched the game in a while, and I have zero footage minus the small amount of clips that I've captured on my Switch throughout the course of playing it. And I don't think those clips alone would make enough footage to cover the whole editorial, unfortunately. Otherwise, at this point, I would just plop those clips in just so I have something out. Ugh, that's a shame. Maybe then someday. That's definitely gonna be my next editorial. And who knows, maybe I'll at least open up the script and see if I have enough of it done to just release as is, because again, the Paper Mario script, I haven't even touched the game concept yet. But I think the introduction is well written enough in its own right to make its own video. It was going to be a part of a two-parter in the first place anyways. Yeah, you got more to think about it. Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because I doubt that stuff's gonna happen anytime soon. There's too many other things on my mind that I want to do first. Like edit trailers for the Golden Sun projects I've made. I know I talked about it at the beginning of the stream, but what better way to end a stream than making it full circle? Have I caught enough Pachirichus while we're here? Oh, only thing I have to really do is see them jump out of trees. Still working on getting them to jump on the Apom version of jumping out of trees. I kind of get... I want to 100% this game someday, but those two quests alone, I think are going to make it impossible for me to ever actually do it. Oh, they both can evolve? Really? I didn't even know this. Well, let's see. I think we're at an hour like I wanted. Yeah, an hour 17. I would say let's go evolve those Pichus, but I feel kind of bad about leaving these satchels, so how about I pick up the satchels, then end off the stream, or at least think about ending the stream. Might go back and forth on that a little bit because kind of running a little bit of a hype after the shiny Rhyhorn there. Oh! And I almost forgot. I said I was gonna show off the shinies that I've collected so far throughout the course of the game. I'm not sure if the person that was interested in that is still here, but... Hiya! Why don't I do that before collecting the bags? What else I want to talk about? I feel like I've spent too much time talking about projects that I'm working on without the awareness of people might actually get hyped up about stuff that I'm not going to be doing for a long time in the process. So... Oh shoot, I blinked out and forgot that this was a trainer battle. I almost forgot that trainer battles actually exist in the game. Oh jeez, it would be nice to have, like, anything that can properly fight this toxic rogue. Well, I gotta max out my strong style move, and I gotta max out double-edged stuff. Eventually, just go for a Heracross. Blithering Mooncalf. All the times I've battled these gals, I never realized that she said that. And now I'm tempted to Google what Mooncalf is once the stream is over. Because, I mean, if we're talking about the cow of the moon, it would be two separate words. But I've never heard someone say Mooncalf before. It doesn't really even seem like an ancient Japan sort of thing. So, I have zero idea what they're going on about. Alright. Before I get too sidetracked, shiny show and tell. I'm not gonna get them all out. That'd be ridiculous, but... I can at least show off everything that I've collected over the course of the game. That's another idea for a video that I've had in the background. Like, just take the clips from all the shinies from directly captured by my Switch and from streams and Game & Chill videos and just montage them all together. It's something I'd love to do someday, but time. So, first shiny that I've gotten is this Manatee that was a Mantike. And it's a very tragic story to be told, because it was my first shiny. I think it was even the first time I was introduced to a mass outbreak concept. And you got a Manatee outbreak, and I was checking it out. And there's actually two shinies from that encounter. Is this game good? YouTube, why you put the heart right over their message? Is this game good? Do you think I should get it? Yes. Look at how much time I put into this game. Granted, a lot of it's just roaming around here, filling out Pokedex entries and collecting, but if you enjoy the concept of roaming around and catching Pokemon, and sneaking up to catch them and stuff like that, this game's definitely up your alley. It has a lot of atmosphere to it that I just didn't really get the same vibe of with Scarlet and Violet. And the environment's nice. The story's kind of like, I was happy with the story, but I could understand some people not finding it the most exciting Pokemon story in the world. But this is probably one of my favorite games from the Switch. Playing this game for the first time got feelings out of me that I haven't felt from a Pokemon game since XD Gale of Darkness, which is my actual favorite Pokemon game of all time. So yeah, long story short, yeah, I recommend it. Did I even finish the story of Manatee? Long story short, this is double shiny. There was 2 shiny Manatypes in there. Because I was new with the game, didn't know the secrets, and throwing Pokeballs in water is horrible. The first one actually ran on me, and I didn't know that saving was a concept at the time. So that was just lost forever. And then the second shiny came up, which is nice that I got a second redemption, but I still think to this day, the fact that I could have had 2 shiny Mantites, essentially full odds, at least full odds for a mass outbreak. A brother and a sister, or maybe 2 sisters. But alas, I only have 1. It's a tale of good and a tale of tragedy. This was, I think, the first shiny I got on a Game & Chill recording. I was just running around at the time, and I think it was a mass outbreak, but the Cricketune sparkled. This was a random Gyarados, not even part of a mass outbreak. I was roaming the land and found a red Gyarados. And then there's this matchup, which I honestly don't remember at all. It's probably a mass outbreak, though. And yeah, I got like 4 shinies before actually taking on the side quest with the scripted shiny. And yes, found the second Gyarados. This one was from actually from a mass outbreak. Forget if it was massive mass outbreak or just the massive. I'll admit this game does have some silly names for his mechanics. Then got this Abipon, which all I remember was from a Game & Chill or stream. I don't even remember which. This is my first shiny blue Dragonfly. Fun times. Go Lickitung. Bidoof, which I don't even remember getting the shiny of. I do remember that I raised this level 63 because I was raising it up to do a side quest. You know, the DLC stuff. Got the shiny Magpie from a mass outbreak. Got a pink Abipon. Worth noting that none of these I actually had the Pokedex entry completed from at this time. And these are before the shiny charm. I can see an argument for the Bidoof, because I can't believe I wouldn't have already had Bidoof's Pokedex entry completed. I must have just forgot about the Bidoof, because for the longest time, I assumed that I didn't have anything done for it. Then I got this Silcoon, which is from a Game & Chill. Couldn't tell you what I was talking about on the... I think I was going on a game development... on a mod development tangent when I found it. That's all I really remember, besides the fact that it was on a Game & Chill. Was it the Dusk? Let me look at my total Pokemon. I think... No, it was the Haunter. Once we get to the Haunter, we're gonna be in the shiny Pokemon that I actually had the shiny charm for. Oh, Anthony Felix, considering that I don't have kids and don't plan on ever doing, that is not advice that I can help you with. So, got the red Dusclops here. Oh, guess I literally have the first shiny charm Pokemon I got nicknamed and labeled with the shiny charm. I think I got the Haunter on the same day though, so that's where I had that confusion from. There's the Pokemon that I thought was my first shiny charm shiny. This is the first Sicilian Pokemon, which wasn't even one I was going on my way for. This is just around Massive Outbreak, but it does give me that goal of having a shiny regional from this game series in particular. Still shooting for an actual new one like Basculean or Overquill. We'll get there someday though. Oh, never mind. Technically, I got that with Ursula. It was a shiny Teddy Ursa, but I did go for the trouble of evolving it up because wanted a shiny regional, wanted a new shiny Pokemon. And like if I didn't have enough Gyarados already, random gold Magikarp on one of my adventures. Along with this shiny Buneri. Growler was actually captured on stream. That felt pretty recent. I personally prefer this game over Scarlet and Violet any day, but I have very strong opinions towards this game and very strong opinions, well, the other way towards the other games. So there's a little bias there, but I do prefer this game. It's the biggest reason why I'm shiny hunting in this one instead of Scarlet and Violet, even though the latter has a lot of methods to make shiny hunting easier. This Eevee is a funny story. Like, I forget if it's the first one that actually had the Pokedex completed in advance, but I do know that it's kind of funny because I found it in a space-time distortion of all things. And this Carvano as well. I forget if it was the same space-time distortion or the encounter right after the space-time distortion, but either way, it was a really lucky space-time distortion. You raised an interesting point, Ethan. So hopefully you don't mind if I read comment out loud. I don't know why, but Sword and Shield is my favorite Pokemon game. It shouldn't be, but it is. And I get that vibe. Like, even with all the good things that Scarlet and Violet did, probably the biggest thing for me that Scarlet and Violet did was make me appreciate Sword and Shield even more. Then again, like, my favorite thing about Sword and Shield was the Dynamax Adventure feature. I didn't even buy the game until Crown Tundra came out, just because I was that excited about Dynamax Adventure. It's like the only thing that could make me buy the DLC modes for Pokemon again. But even with Scarlet and Violet, I think it might be a little too late. I just really miss Dynamax Adventure though. And like, between the visual style and, well, off the top of my head, those are the only two things I could think of that I personally like from Sword and Shield. But I'm only emphasizing your comment because I get the sentiment. I fully understand it. As for Tangle, I don't even remember if it was a massive outbreak. It's just there. This is one I was real excited to get. I've been hunting for Shadow for a long time. Shadow was actually one of the Pokemon that I took through my main adventure in this game. So I had the Pokedex maxed out for it for the longest time, and I was hyped to actually find it. I almost lost it. Like, it was one of those Pokemon that like run real quickly, and I heard the jingle for it, but I didn't actually see it. Luckily, at this point, I'm veteran shiny hunter in the game enough, or at least I get the main concepts enough to save as soon as I hear the jingle. So I save, couldn't find it, reset, and eventually I was able to find and catch it. It's a little bit of a shame because on that same day, like shortly before it, I was in a Togetic massive mass outbreak. There was a shiny Togetic in that mass outbreak. I heard the jingle, but they look so similar that I could not find it, and I had autosave on, so like all I could do was throw Pokeballs at all the Togetic and hope that I found it. But alas, I never actually caught the shiny Togetic. But if I had to choose between the Shadow and this, I would take the Shadow any day. And that reminds me, I forget when, but there was also a time that I heard a jingle during a mass outbreak of Skunkies. But I got my butt handed to me by them, and by the time I got back, the Skunky was gone, which is fine. Like, honestly, Skunk Tank is one of my lesser favorite Pokemon, so if there was a shiny that I had to miss out on, I could do much worse. Speaking of things that I've been trying to get for the longest time, all these shinies, some with much higher odds, and I only just within the past month got a shiny Luxio. I had the Shinx line, the Luxio line, and the Luxray line all maxed out for the longest time. And yet, no shiny Luxio. Meanwhile, Mr. Chris Mad of the Visualmatic channel, first playthrough Legend Arceus, almost first time going through the tutorial land, got a shiny Shinx, and I have been jelly about that ever since. Like, I had all the odds in my favor, and yet the shiny Shinx line eluded me. Luxray was even one of the main party members of my team, so that was maxed out way quicker than a lot of the other ones. And it was an early game Pokemon, and yet I guess I shouldn't be complaining about how long it took, because at least now I finally have it. That reminds me, like, I still feel bad that I missed out on getting the top hat Shinx. Like, back when those were in raids in Pokemon Go, I don't think I went crazy, but I feel like I did quite a few raids just to get a better shot at the... I don't know, I don't think I did that many raids, but I know that was a shiny that I really wanted the most. I think out of any raid, or out of any shiny in any game, the thing I want the most, but I don't think will ever happen, is a shiny top hat Shinx. Like, God, I'm pretty sure no one even remembers that was a thing. It's been that long since even Pokemon Go did that sort of thing. Anyways, that was the longest time on one shiny. Also, Paris, just randomly came across this Paris. I probably would have completely missed it if it wasn't for the fact that this game has the little sparkle sound, because I heard the sparkle, I was staring directly at the Paris, I could not see a difference. I threw a Pokeball at it just in case. And when I got back, I eventually saw the sparkle single. And like when I'm looking at it really close like this, I can see how the mushrooms are a different yellow. That's about all I can really see, though. Shiny's a shiny, I guess, though. Second most recent one. I think I called it Wooper because I was watching someone's shiny hunt video. Shiny hunting Woopers or something. So it only felt appropriate. And, of course, let's go get the new one. Let's go get the new blood. Actually, gotta do the time-honored tradition of actually having it out in the party. I don't think I need to tell a story about this one. This live stream is the story. Hey, fella. Someday I'm gonna get the shiny Hisuian Typhlosion, though. Someday. Today is apparently not that day, but I won't complain. Alright. Let's get you in the shiny box. Look at these little Pikachus one more time before they fully grow. Oh, wow. I never knew that you couldn't evolve a Pokemon if it was out of his Pokeball. It makes sense. But it never clicked because I never tried it. Oh, so much for an hour-long stream. We're already at an hour and a half, and I know I'm just setting myself up for a never-ending stream, but we're not ending this stream until I take care of the parcels. It's common courtesy, as far as I'm concerned, a personal tradition to try to get those things every time a map is cleared out. Question is, now that we're done with these Pikachus, where do I put them? Because I would feel bad about just transferring them after spending so much time with them. I know you're not both big, but until I find a better place. I think it's fair to release everything else. Can't think of a reason to hold on to any of these. Pretty sure I have. There is Pokédex completion, but I'm pretty sure I have a copy of each of these Pokemon in one of the other boxes. So no point in holding this one up. Maybe I'll hold on to Espeon just in case. I might have. Just until I can double check that I haven't transferred them in the past. Who do we throw? Just because I don't want to spend forever and a half sitting on the screen trying to decide. Just get you all out here. See my Pokemon. Just making sure everyone's where they're supposed to be. Have I done Spiritomb already? Well, since I'm not resetting an encounter anymore, I can turn autosave back on. Alright, let's go get the rest of these parcels. Thought there was more of them out there than there actually was. Well, while we're doing what I would personally call cleanup, let me mention why am I getting the nerves trying to plug myself? But if you like what you see here, I do a monthly series just of this game called Game and Chill. Like, it's not not exclusively Legends RCS, but it might as well be exclusively Legends RCS, where I just do kind of what I'm doing on stream now, with slightly more structure. I just talk about my plans. I talk about my plans for the month, and when I run out of things to talk about from that tangent, I just have casual conversation as I roam the lands, and if I stumble upon a shiny along the way, I freak out at it. Hi, show. Welcome in. So yeah, if you enjoy Legends Arceus, check out the channel and check out Game & Chill. It's a casual blog environment to gameplay of exactly this. Like, the majority of the time. And I feel like my best game chills are when I'm playing this game, so it all works out in the end. What do I do now? Because this has been a pretty good stream. Right, you. My favorite. Can't even say that with a straight face. Really, all you have to do is have you do moves. Yeah. I mean, that's the most Pokemon related thing that I do on the channel, but I do venture a lot of avenues, so and a lot of times I feel like my edited content is better than this, so if you enjoy what you see here, feel free to check out the channel real quick before you go. Put a few things in your watch later list if you see something that you like to see. I think the most prominent things I do on the internet are video playthroughs and game projects. Like, I hate calling them mods, but that is what... I hate calling them ROM hacks, but it is what they are. Venturing mostly with Golden Sun related stuff, but the most major Paper Mario project I have is technically back in the works. Couldn't tell you when either of them are gonna be done, but they are works in progress, and I would say that I stream every Saturdays, but sometimes I've been taking it kind of chill this month in general. When I get back into a video streaming schedule, though, I plan on resuming a randomizer that I started of Golden Sun Lost Age, playing through that. I have to use... Oh, I completely forgot, because I keep forgetting that it counts as Pokemon. I'm doing a Let's Play of a ROM hack of Pokemon XD called Pokemon XG Next Gen. Again, that's kind of been a little bit on a hiatus. But that's definitely coming back in November. I just had a fantastic recording session with it last weekend. It's the main reason why I didn't have a stream to share with you all last week. Because the recording session for that was going so well. And as mentioned earlier, XD is probably my favorite Pokemon game. So XG has just been vibing with me in just the right way. The only complaint I have is the names are kind of dumb. But we have fun with that. We have fun with how silly the changes can be. Like, already fans know just how infamous the names are in an array region for the trainers. Well, the mod goes through the trouble of pretty much giving all the trainers normal names, and I'm sure a lot of people like it, but I can't help but mean on the fact that, come on man, you're taking away Array's one shining talent. And it's all in good fun though. But the mod, But XG has kind of been my favorite thing to play. It's just a shame that I have recording sessions for it so infrequently, and it takes so much effort to actually get running sometimes. Nothing with the mod itself, just probably my computer's old, and the quote-unquote console I run it on doesn't always vibe with the game. It's even got a nice mountain battles section, which I finally got around to asking of if I needed to do that in one sitting for anything, and the creator of the mod responded back and said, nope, you can just do the final 10 floors and get anything that you would get from 100%ing the Mount Battle normally, which is great because I've already started Mount Battle, taking on a couple sections, and kind of just dedicated as a thing to do in between plot progression when I need to grind a little. Oh, that's the wrong button! That's the wrong button! Thankfully I landed in the water. I was trying to re-coordinate myself, and I pressed the roll button by mistake. I don't even know if I need to catch any more airborne toga ticks. It's just that I'm here, so I might as well. That is not a jet ball. And you know, it's pretty convenient that they just have this body of water right then and there. I don't know what it is today, but just me and gyro controls are not vibing, which is weird because normally me and gyro controls vibe like peanut butter and jelly. There we go. Hopefully this catches it. Well, that was a lot of messing around for nothing. Speaking of messing around for nothing, if I'm gonna keep playing, we should at least reset the area and see what we can get. Cool, Pichu is mastered out. So if I were to ever run into any more Pichus, all the better. Probably grinding out Pikachu too, but the problem with Pikachu is that I don't go out to the areas where they normally spawn, so I only tend to run into them during mass outbreaks. And catching them unaware during a mass outbreak might as well be non-existent. Oh. Meant to go back to the village. Well, good news for you all. You get to see my usual grind where go to the farm, get whatever I put in there, restock on forging materials, and get a nice helping of Pokeballs. Trying to think of what we should go for next, but honestly, might as well. Unless you're manually resetting, which I'm done with for today, pretty much just gotta go along with the flow. I personally find it more fun that way, just because when you just go for mass outbreaks without resetting, then it's not as big of a deal if you don't actually get anything shiny out of it, because if you're playing your cards right, you'll at least make progress towards your Pokedex. Even if you don't get shiny, oh excuse me, even if you don't get shinies, you still get something out of it. It's kind of I know a big criticism of this game is the fact that some of the Pokedex tasks are, well, let's put it bluntly, ridiculous. But there is a silver I find a silver lining to it. It does mean that, like, as long as you're not forcing yourself to speed run 100% or something, it does mean you always have something to work towards. And that's something I can get behind. Let's see. Why not? Feels like I've been going for Pokeballs a lot faster today, so why not go for a set of 100 instead of the usual 10 or so. You know, this would be a good point to end it off, but as a thank you to everyone for tuning in, and tuning in for so long, let's see if I can get one more massive outbreak to do. Especially a massive mass outbreak. They really couldn't think of a better thing to call it than that, could they? More Muralians? We're just here. Almost, even though the latter would be more exciting, I'm tempted to go for the Stantler because don't have shiny Leader yet. But I'm not resetting, so that'd just be like one and done. Meanwhile, what do? Do I go for the guaranteed Stantler but know that I can only do it once, or do I go for the complete unknown and just have a field day with multiple mass outbreaks? You know what? I might actually buy more sticky globs just to be safe. Yeah, and it's not like I'm low on money or anything. I'm just stingy because I'm trying to save up to buy the last item pouches. Which I don't just buy as I go because it will bother me indefinitely if I have an uneven amount of bag slots for, I forget the official term. Let's just buy 80. I'm definitely not going to go through 80, but less having to worry about Bud. It's like, I can't believe I'm still regretting the day that I sold my mud. It's the one resource I can't buy for crafting, and yet because sticky globs are so valuable, or so useful, it's the one that I go through. It's the one I end up needing the most. It's kind of hilarious that freaking mud is the most valuable resource in all of Pokemon Legends, just because of those stipulations. Alright. I forgot to get the berries, but that's fine, they're in the box. Oh, I forgot to sell the nuggets. Oh well. Again, money's not... It'll be money that I have eventually. Alright. Let's see, Ursaring. You get a second chance at the Cyndaquil. And, oh yeah, one of my other Legends Arceus goals is to get a shiny Alpha. Unfortunately, there's not really too many good ways to just grind it out besides either going through every single place that has an Alpha Pokemon, or getting lucky in a massive outbreak and having the Sparkle turn into Alpha Pokemon rather than just the evolved form. I just bring it up on the off chance this ends up being the time. I doubt it will be. I have mentioned I've gotten multiple shinies on the same day, but that is fairly rare. So I don't think I'd be lucky enough to get the shiny that I'm actually looking for on the same day that I got a random shiny. But I won't deny that it's not impossible. This is mostly just a home run. What's it called? Not a home run stretch. Alright, who sees me? And of course, it's you. You gotta love how this game just breathed whole new life into Paris. Not by giving it an evolution, not by giving it any sort of battle mechanic. Just by the fact that they're so freaking aggressive in this game. It makes you actually give them a second thought. Alright. Good. Guns blazing. I have these sticky gloves for a reason. Man, it's good to know that Pikmin 4 is not the only game that where auto-lock is screwing me over. The fact that I'm dodge rolling and still getting hit is, well, let's just call it unfortunate. Man, that shadow ball is persistent. Maybe guns blazing wasn't the best strat in the world. But we didn't die. Alright. Is it gonna be alphas or is it gonna be Gengars? It is Gengars. I mean, like... I can't believe I'm thinking of passing up on Gengars, but... Nah, after the mess I went into with the Haunters, I'd rather just give myself more time for Cyndaquil. I remember in the early days with the mass outbreaks that I would like have fun just seeing how many I can clear before the rain clears up. No incentive to do so, but I just found it a fun personal challenge. Oh, that is not a sticky glob. Why am I going for sticky globs? When I had stealth advantage, I don't know. I think I'm showing signs that the stream's been going on too long. Hold still. It's so sweet that you're helping your friends. It sucks that you have to hurt me in the process. I don't even think I needed the sticky glob that one. Oh well. And that's all for Cyndaquil. You know what? Let's go for it for the memes. I was talking so much snot about Stunky as it is. It'd be kind of funny just to have that be the second shiny I get in one day. They might go on a little bit longer. And not passing up on so many sparkles, but today I'm here for the Pokemon. Would be nice to get some redemption on the shiny that probably got away. think I remember why I died to this mass outbreak before. Definitely see the projectiles that could have killed. Is that all of them? Well, that was fast. I'm afraid about going for Teddy Ursa again because I already have it, but it is on the way to Pastorisu, and like, this isn't the most. This isn't my most craved mass outbreak setup. There was a but. There's a but I forgot what that but was. So let's just go for the Pokemon and see what comes from it. Oh. I think they all see me too. That's... great notion to have when... How did the Alpha Earth rank didn't see me of all things? It worked in my favor, but it's not stopping me from questioning it. You know, for a Teddy Ursa outbreak, I'm finding a lot of non-Teddy Ursa. I know evolved forms do show in the same outbreaks, but it's still... this feels like a record. Okay, and that was the rainstorm. That's what I'm gonna guess. I can't complain. Already got a shiny. Let's see, no new bags here. I'm just gonna check the scene. 38. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just as a reminder, like, typically I do streams. When I stream on YouTube, so you're probably sick of hearing the whole sub thing, but subscribing is probably the easiest way to tell when I stream because I've kind of given up on having a stream schedule this month. And I do the monthly gaming chills, which is just more of this in a slightly more edited space. No, I didn't clear out the Pokemon yet, but I can do that later. So yeah, okay, wow, we're at a 2-hour stream. This is my average. So I think that mass outbreak was a good way to end off on. Thank you all for tuning in. I've been paying closer attention to the numbers, so I've seen the stream did really good, and a lot of you sticked around for a really long time, and I want you all to know that I appreciate that. I've already mentioned about like next time of streams and that. So I don't know what else I can talk about before, without coming off too much of a chill. So I'll let y'all chill and see y'all later. Take care. Don't mind me, just making sure that I don't end the stream too early, and just wait for the spin to show up on the video preview just to be on the safe side. Okay, we're good.